Hey guys, and welcome back to PXH, also known as PureXHeart. Chris here, as usual, back again, obviously, with another album review, because that's what we like to do here at PXH, because why wouldn't we want to do more album reviews? But if you guys would like something else, then put it down in those comments. We can actually get to it, but also, if you guys like what we do here on PXH, but you don't really want more album reviews, but you want also something else, but you also want to hear my voice, then we also have a podcast. More on that on just a little bit later. But also, if you guys like us doing these album reviews, then hit down that like button onto this video. Also, if you also like this video, then why not hit that like button onto this video? It makes sense, right? And also, if you guys are new here or a returning visitor and you like what we do here at PXH, then what are you guys doing? Why haven't you subscribed? Hit that subscribe bell. You know what I was going to go for, because every YouTuber does it, so just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's really easy. I'll wait. And also, hit that notify bell while you're at it. Again, I'll wait. Okay, well, I think that's good. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. So Closer is finally the debut album from one of my favorites, my own personal favorite, indie worship / whatever that you like to call it, Christian type of band. Also very, very synth pop heavy, which is what I like. Lion of Judah, UK's own Lion of Judah, and more specifically, Brighton, UK. I think that's how it's said. I don't know. I'm not English. I'm American. We do simplified English, which is fine. I've actually been listening to Lion of Judah since basically either last year or 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And I found this band, and I've just been so excited just to actually finally have this album come out, or at least a album of sorts to come out. You had Antidote, which is not really an album per se. That's more like an EP. With not being an EP, it's kind of interesting. I don't really know. But they've actually signed with a record company. I think Gospel Song Records or something like that. I can't really remember off the top of my head. But either way, here we are. Obviously, I'm pretty excited to actually do this review. Guys, I've just been waiting for this album to actually kind of come out for a while. So whenever this album got announced, I was actually pretty excited. So here we are, guys. To start out the gate, it's a Lion of Judah album, so I'm pretty excited for that. So some of the good aspects of that part is really just the way that they're able to mix some of the synth sounds for more of a listen type for this band. If you actually listen to the Jervis Campbell album that I've actually reviewed, then it's going to sound something very similar to this. Also, if you guys are wanting for a more secular type of artist, then Phil Collins, or even really the 1975, really heavy influences for this band. This is kind of like really the Christian, I guess, version of those bands of really the 1975 and Phil Collins. Obviously not the Christian version of Jervis Campbell, because Jervis Campbell is the Christian version of Jervis Campbell. Best way to describe their sound is also a more of a chill pop or chill synth pop, which I really enjoy. It's very nice to just put in your ears and just to do other stuff or just whatever, but also take a deep dive within some of these lyrics. Now, obviously, this is not really a type of band that you just trying to have a little bit more woohoo, like, you know, you're kind of jumping up and praising type of thing. I mean, you can still have that within a lot of these songs, but it's not really a band for that. It's more of a like a lot of indie worship artists or a lot of Christian artists where you go into a very chill atmosphere. You know, you're not going to get really that much excitement, but you will get something a little bit deeper, which is kind of what a lot of these stuff really attends to, which I'm fine with that. I like to get a little bit deeper. Obviously, I would like to also have a little bit more fun, but hey, you know what? we're doing one step ahead. But to also really describe again with this album, if you guys know King's Kaleidoscope's album Beyond Control, then it has that feel of also that with a lot of these interludes. There's really have two songs on there that is kind of like an interludes. One of them's introduction, the other one is actually like the middle of the album, like number 6 off the album. It's called Negative Earth, which is one of my favorite sounding songs, but I really like just the way that the synth pop are just having these different, I guess, beats or just sounds with them. That's better. I guess that's the better way to describe it. I don't really know. But I also really enjoy the mix of also some guitars. So you're not just getting a synth pop here or a synthesizer here, another synthesizer there. You're also getting other stuff. You hear a lot of heavy acoustic guitar within a lot of these stuffs, and also some other type of instruments. You also get a lot of electric drums within this. So if you guys are expecting like a normal type of drums, you may get that within some of these songs, but also not within a lot of these songs. And also this is also not very synth heavy, which is also very surprising, but is also very cool, just coming from more music flavor. I like the way that they're just implementing just different music varieties within that, but still keeping to their same sound, or still keeping to the way that they actually are without having to stray with anything. I really do enjoy that. In my opinion, this is kind of the way that Christian music should kind of be, where the music doesn't sound cringe worthy and it makes you think, but it's also not too that much of a deepness where you won't understand the lyrics. But if you take a deep dive, it still has a very deepness quality to that, which should be what Christian music is. At least should be about, where, you know, you can you can just listen to it and be able to understand what is happening within these songs. But also, if you take a deeper look at these lyrics, you have a better understanding and a more appreciation for what the artist is trying to go for a lot of these songs. One of the songs that does this actually very well is Sometimes I Feel Low, where if you listen to it, it sounds really great, but whenever I actually looked at the lyrics, I could just see a beautiful picture just painting right here, where it starts with just a singular person just praying for another thing. Then they ask for another person to pray about something, and then that person is pointing them to Jesus. And then it's just a whole corporate thing where they're just all praying together, and then it's more pointing to Jesus. And I really like that, of how just one just keeps on building and building and building, with the focus still being on Jesus, which is important. Another good one is Lifeline. I really enjoy that song. It's kind of one of the only upbeat type of songs, but it still sounds really good. And also the title track, Closer, again, has that same flair where it's not super upbeat to where it's like a Hillsong Young and Free synth pop, but it's still enjoyable in the sense where you're just wanting to get closer to God, which is what this album is kind of going for. That's why it's not really upbeat. I can see why, because it's not really going for that upbeatness. It's trying to go to closer to God, and sometimes getting closer to God is not really upbeat, and it can have, you know, some upbeats in there, but it's not really about that. It's just about being closer to God and also being reflective, which kind of culminates into within the last song, which is called Please You, which is one of my favorite songs. I really do enjoy it. It's less synth pop heavy, but it still sounds really enjoyable, and it has a nice flair. I can see with their, hopefully they're trying to get music wise, where sounding wise it sounds like that. It sounds a little bit upbeat, but it's not so much upbeat because it's very acoustic heavy. So getting closer to God, and it doesn't feel that great, but lyrics wise, you're just able to marinate within a lot of that flavor. So honestly, guys, you guys should just get this album. It's really enjoyable. I really do enjoy it. There's not really much negative things I have to say about it. Maybe a few issues here and there, but those are just minor issues and nitpicks in my opinion. So yes, you guys should get this album. It's really, really good. It's really, really great. Just listen to it. Become huge Lion of Judah fans if you actually like this type of music. So there's that. That's my honest take. So I hope you guys are able to listen to this album because it's really, really good from a very, very underrated band in my opinion. But if nothing else, if you guys would leave a like onto this video, obviously, and also check out that podcast as you guys just saw within that little teaser right there. And also, guys, comment down below what you guys want me to talk about and review, whatever you guys be. Hit it down in those comments and I will get to it. Hopefully, make sure I was also hopefully around the Christianized stuff. Please. I really appreciate it, guys. And also, if you guys are new here or a returning visitor and you haven't yet subscribed, then again, hit that subscribe button. It's really, really easy. You just hit that subscribe button. I say it twice because it makes it nice. If nothing else, woo, almost destroyed my tripod. If nothing else, go love Jesus and change the culture. Boom. Bye.